Dusty Vision TV. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please tell a friend about my program. Looking forward to catching up with my dude. He's a regular on the show, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in 2022. Really intelligent cat. I'm going to call him the new Nipsey Hussle. He's definitely on that whole vibe of just making money and giving back to the community. And we're going to talk tonight about the whole Draco, Slim 400, and we're even going to talk about young Dolph. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Savage, what up, man?
Yo, what's good, bro? Appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining the program, man. And I wish it was under better circumstances, but, you know, I know you're going to shed some light on it and hopefully, you know, turn a negative situation into a positive.
Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm here for, at least to try. If I can grab 2 or 3 years and they can follow it, man, that's good with me.
That's all I need, man. That's all I said. If I could change one person's life, then I'm good, man. I could die tomorrow, man. Yeah, man. But let's go ahead and talk about it. I know we've already discussed young Dolph. We had you on the show recently. We talked about young Dolph. But, you know, since of late, you know, young Dolph is still in the news, and unfortunately it's not for good reasons. And it's for reasons that Black Youngsta is actually performing songs in Dallas. He performed Shake Something, and that is a young Dolph diss. And he also apparently took a picture in front of a tomb. It was not, he didn't do it on the tomb, but he actually took a picture in front of a tomb of young Dolph. And he's just egging it on. He's doubling up on it, you know, on IG. You know, man, talk to me, man. Black eye for hip hop, right?
Yeah, man, it sucks, bro, because, you know, with Black Youngsta being older, you know, he's not one of the young cats that's 17 through, you know, 22-year-olds. So I actually expect more of him. You know what I mean? It's disappointing to see that, man, because out or not, he gone. You know what I mean? And you doing all the extras, you know, egging it on and trying to build up numbers and streams because his rap career over, and you trying to big up and get some numbers off Dolph being dead. I think that's whack. I think that's corny. You know what I mean? I think somebody like Yo Gotti, who's the OG to him, to let him know that ain't right. You know what I mean? But that's where I always say, you know, you gotta big up your own homies. You know what I mean? Like, you can't let your homies do buster shit and then not say nothing because that's your homie. Like, nah, you gotta check your homie on shit like that.
And like you said, man, he's not a young dude. Black Youngsta's probably 32, 33. I mean, he's not a youngster anymore. He probably needs to change his name, but he should be, you know, like you said, he should be setting a better example to the 19, you know, 18, 17-year-olds who are he's twice their age, man, and they're looking up to him. And it's like, to me, it's like you wonder why the young kids are wilding out there right now. It's because they're seeing people twice their age, man, doing shit like this.
Exactly, man. And it's just like, how you expect them to, you know what I mean, follow you or whatever the case may be. And if they do follow you, it's like, man, they see that. They like, well, shit, Black Youngsta doing it. You know what I mean? Like, well, why can't we do it? Why y'all blaming us? Why y'all not getting on Black Youngsta for it? And that's why I say, like, you got to check your homies. Yo Gotti, that you brought him in the game. And honestly, like, you watched the whole debacle come together. You know, y'all all participated in the young Dolph. He got his part too. You know what I mean? But as I said, he's gone. So it's like, where does the responsibility of, man, you know, Yo Gotti being about 40, being an OG, signing these dudes, changing lives and doing what he's doing, when do you step up and check the dude that's in your inner circle to say, hey, bro, that's bullshit. What you doing? Take the video down. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you know, that ain't it. No, get rid of that. Take that picture down. You know what I mean? Like, when do we check each other? Like, I think we're scared to check each other because I think we're scared of losing relationships or, you know, possibly being defriended or something. I don't know. Like, it seems like we don't check each other no more for some reason, man. It's weird to me. So, yeah.
Man. And we didn't even get a chance to mourn as the hip-hop community for, you know, 2 weeks until we woke up and we heard that Compton rapper Slim 400 was killed. Some say, I don't know if it was at his grandma's house, his baby mama's house. I don't know what the situation was. But once again, another life that we got to witness lost on YouTube. I mean, it's so crazy now that we're in 2022 and we're just like, we're seeing people die on camera. It tripped me out, but yeah, man, let's take it back. You know, a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, when you heard Slim 400 passed, what were your initial thoughts on that?
I was angry. The reason I was angry about that was because Wack 100 ass, he was on Clubhouse as soon as it happened. He was the first person to announce it, and his line ass said it happened in the 60s. So I was pissed because he's always trying to throw the 60s in there. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I remember that. That was the whole deal until Skip Townsend thankfully came out and said, you know, it wasn't the 60s. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, exactly. So like, shout out to Skip too, man. I appreciate that because that was needed, man. Like, he was wanting, you know, to boost up his clubhouse that he's doing Trolls Nation, and like, man, you have to put out bullshit information. I was mad. That's what I was mad about because first thing I'm thinking is, damn, why they kill Slim? Like, Slim ain't he done nothing to the hood. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like that. Like, hold on, let me call. They're like, bro, I'm out. Like, bro, we right here. Hey, I don't know. That ain't happening over here. And I'm like, Wack 100 on there. It's like, man, Wack lying. And at first, I'm like, maybe the homies just ain't said it because it's on the phone. I'm talking to him. But then, like, as it came out, they're like, nah, he died in Inglewood. I'm like, that's bullshit. So that was my first, you know, granted, like, rest in peace, Slim. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm, you know, overstepping boundaries, but not, you know, condolences to him. But I think that was my first glimpse of it. I was just like, dang, the hood killed Slim. Like, that don't sound right. You know, and I think just that automatically just took me out of this world to say, you know, people do anything to get seen, to get some clicks, you know. So I hated that message put out first and foremost because Slim had love in the 60s. He got songs with Pac-Man. He got songs with Jay Stone. You know what I mean? He got plenty of times he done came over there untouched. And he came to Nipsey Marathon, closed the store. You know what I mean? He done got love by nobody. He's just like watching. Like, they done been over there. Nobody's done nothing to him, you know, for the sake of Nipsey and a couple more people. But like, yeah, it's been love with them. Like, we never, you know, like, it's always been love. So I was like, nah, they not going to spin that narrative on us. And then out of all neighborhoods, it's always 60s. You know how I feel about that. It's like, man, you know, and but outside of that, you know, I definitely was disappointed because I feel like Slim was somebody, you know, outside of like his little rant with Tekashi, he wasn't somebody who really was out here like really making it known. Like, yeah, I'm really with the action and that. Like, dude really was a funny dude to me, honestly.
Entertaining cat, right?
Yeah, he was entertaining. Yeah,
full of life,
actually
full of life. Like, he was always smiling, even though he lost his life a couple times before untimely losing his life this time. But he was always, it seemed like he was always smiling and laughing and ha, tell a bitch nigga what, like all that shit.
Yeah, man, I like Slim, man. I like Slim as a person, you know. Never got to meet him, but, you know, based on what I've seen, interviews, Vlad, campus phone news, I've seen a lot of things, heard him speak after he got shot. You know, how he got ambushed, coming all that stuff in his own neighborhood. Like, you know, I'm not like, you know, I always think like when something happens to people like that, they end up getting a 50 Cent recharge, man. Like, they get shot 9 times like he did. And they get that 50 Cent reboost, man, and it never happens again, man. But unfortunately, it happened, man. So definitely condolences to him and his family and the treetops.
Yeah, man, and shit. We didn't even get a chance once again to mourn for about a week, maybe just a little bit less than a week. And we heard about Draco. And before we get into that, I remember reading the lineup for the concert, the Once Upon a Time in LA concert. And I wasn't worried about the fans who were there to see Ice Cube and Too Shorty, 40, Sugar Free. Like, they're all 40, 45. They're not tripping, right? But I was reading the other lineup that was on the other stages, and I'm like, ooh, Crip, Blood, Essay, Crip, Blood, Cholo. Like, I'm just like, damn, there's no way something's not gonna pop off. And then here we go. I remember 48 hours after reading the lineup, I'm reading that Draco was stabbed in the neck fatally. And here we go, another rapper, man, and a talented dude. And I know we talked behind the scenes, and you said this one particularly upset you. So talk to me about why this one particularly hit home.
Yeah, this one upset me because Draco the Ruler wasn't a gang member. I think that's what hit home to me was the fact that even those who didn't join the gang, even though he grew up in a certain area, he chose to stay out of that. like, oh yeah, my homeboy, I'm cool with them. I'm cool over here. I'm cool with these dudes. I'm cool with these dudes. He particularly didn't get involved with gangbanging. We know just based on just reality of life in Los Angeles, in Compton and Watts and everything. Like we know the reality of like being a kid and growing up in these environments and not gangbanging. Like that's hard. It's rare. You know, and I think for him to be one who guys that and ended up being who he was, you know, I really like, and he was different. Like when I heard him rap, I didn't hear, you know, LA. Like I heard like just something fresh, something new. You know, like even like the songs of the greatest that you just played before I came home. One of my favorite songs of them, man. Like
R.I.P.
You know,
Catchy.
Like, R.I.P. Catchy. You know, yeah. Shout out to the Stink Tank, even. You know, I just that hit home, man. Cause I just felt I hated that because it's like that. Even our guys that stay away from gangbanging still are liable to be killed by gang members, regardless of whether you are or aren't. You know, nobody gets no passes, man. And I'm not like somebody like Draco, man, with him not being involved and him not choosing the gangbang, they would have gave him like not necessarily a pass, but I thought he would have been one that would have been secured. To where it's like, man, we're not gonna touch Draco. He ain't in this shit. Dude want to rap, dude a millionaire. You know, let him do his thing. But nah, even him, you know, he can't even be, you know, considered safe. So I hated that, man.
Whatever you're doing with your phone right now for the past like 30 seconds sounds great. It was kind of getting a little muffly there, so whatever you're doing right now, that sounds great. Just so you know.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you. So yeah, man. So here's another thing. When I was promoting clubs back in the day in Long Beach and LA, I remember there were certain venues that would just put security shirts on people, like, oh, you want to make $100 today, here's a yellow security shirt, so to the outside world, when you're walking into a club and you're giving the illusion, you see, oh, I see 100 people with security shirts, oh, this is a fully secured venue, you know what I'm saying? But little do you know, like, none of these security people have any any experience. Not only that, some of them may be homies of people who are performing and things like that, and I've seen that as well, with my own eyes as a promoter. But so a lot of people are saying that there was some behind the scenes things that kind of made it not even. Talk to me about what you know about that.
Yeah, well, one, I did, because Clubhouse has gotten back popular, and I kind of heard, of course, Trolls Nation, like I was talking about earlier. Of course, Whack is like the freaking voice of out of nowhere. He's the voice of what's going on. He's the news anchor now.
I don't know when that dude sleeps, man. He's either, because I know he got businesses and shit. He owns trucking companies. He's fucking doing music, but he's on Clubhouse like 13 hours a day. I'm like, when the fuck is this guy sleeping? I mean, shout out to Whack,
literally,
but like, dog, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. So it's like I was on there and I heard him speak about it. Like, yeah, we just left and X, Y, Z, and he was talking about. I guess he got in a scuffle out there too, and so he was talking about that. And he was like, yeah, I seen a couple of my homegirls had on security shirts, like, man. And I heard him say that, and I was like, man, that's bogus. Like, it's just what you just said. Like, they literally put it out there. Hey, if you want to make $100 a night, we need security out here. And they throw somebody a shirt, like, And I think that's bullshit on the promoter's hand, because you can never be too cautious, especially when you're dealing with gang members and they got crews, they got cliques. You can never be too safe to say, okay, well, I don't think nothing gonna happen. There's too much money involved. Fuck that. Fuck that. You gotta make sure that you're on point. Because that's like we just saying with Travis Scott. You would think they would take more caution to, like these promoters would, to make sure that shit doesn't happen to them. But I mean, look what just happened. Like, dude, like, what's going on? Like, y'all can't even protect the artist. Like, and that's just crazy to me that they did that. Like, the way they had it, and then for him to say he knew a couple females that had shirts on and they wasn't gonna bust a grape, like, that just made me. I felt even worse about the situation. Like, yeah, so it's crazy, dude.
And you as an entertainer, hopefully you'll feel me on this, and I would love your point of view on this aspect. But when I'm watching a video, I can tell when someone's faking it. Like, oh, that's not his Lamborghini. Those aren't his gold chains. But when I saw Draco, I'm like, okay, that's really his shit. He's getting his bag. He's doing his thing. Like, you could tell the difference between people who are faking the funk and the people who are not. And I really believe Draco was getting to the bag. And that being said, you know, there's no reason why he shouldn't have had security, armed security, people who are trained, not the homies, dog. I'm talking like well-trained armed security, you know, around him. There's no reason why anybody should have gotten within arm's length of Draco, excuse me, who wanted to do harm to him, you know, without someone being able to stop it. He should have been on the lines of Snoop, the Ice Cubes. I mean, I'm sure they were safe, you know, YGs, I'm sure they were all safe with their security. But talk to me about that aspect of how someone was just able to get so close to him.
Yeah, man, I hate, and that's another thing I hate about the culture and something that's always been promoted, but it's bullshit, is the fact of, oh, I ain't got security, like as if that's a badge of honor.
Yeah, like that's being cool. Nah, man, that's smart, dog.
Yeah, like that is literally what it is. Like they take that as like it's a badge of honor because you walk around without security, and that is literally, to me, I think that was some motherfucking street dude who's a robber. He made up that rule, and then it just happened to catch waves, and everybody just say, "Oh yeah, I ain't got security."
And he's like, "Yes, it worked."
Exactly, it worked. So now we got y'all ass. Now the robbers across the world looking at the rappers like, "Yeah, we gonna get y'all." Like, so yeah, man. It's. I personally, you know, if I ever or when I do get to that level, and it's like, yeah, I'm a lick. Yeah, I've definitely got them around me. And I was in the military. I can carry weapons. I'm not a felon. None of that. I can have them. I got a level 4 and all that. But with me, I'm still going to make sure they got them because I can't watch every direction. I can't see everybody, you know. And, yeah, man, I want some people around me that can kill something and we can go home at night.
Yeah.
So, period,
That's facts, man. That's facts, dude. Man, dude. Yeah, I hope we're not having this conversation anytime soon with another rapper losing his life, because I mean, this month was just horrible, man. I mean, Young Dolph, Slim 400, and Draco all in 1 month. And it just, we've talked about this before, it just seems like rappers are easy food nowadays. And I hope we can do something to turn it around, man. Speaking of turning it around, Mark Savage and I are going to be doing a lot of business in 2022. I'm going to have him on the show, and we're going to be talking about something that's near and dear to his heart and something that I believe is very important for people of color to be in tune with, and that is real estate. And we're going to talk with Mark Savage throughout 2022. And what I'm going to do, Mark Savage, and I'm giving people a little glimpse behind the scenes, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to post it as a video like real estate. Check out Mark Savage Talks Real Estate. No, I'm going to actually drop it in between videos and things like that. So while you're watching the interview, you're going to get a little commercial, but it's going to be a commercial of some info from Mark Savage, who is going to teach you how to make money. We really need to learn how to make money and keep money in our community and stop selling out and stop selling our property to other people. We need to keep the money in the community, and I'm really looking forward to this, man. Mark Savage is a very, very talented and smart dude. And speaking of that, something that is also near and dear to my heart is marijuana. Talk to me about what you got coming up with the marijuana.
Yes, sir, man. So I just inked a deal with a cultivation company, greenhouse, man. And I paid the money. I got a partnership 50-50 with them. So I actually have been I'm in Denver right now. So I've actually been linking up and creating my own strand of weed, which I call it Only Trees. So we're doing the Only Trees brand that's by me. I personally handpicked and really cultivated the plant myself. This strand is from the ground up. It wasn't something that, you know, I took from somebody else and threw it in a bag. Like, no, this is something I really was in the lab with. I really was in there with gloves and mask on, putting it together. I've actually smoked it. I personally gave other people the strand to smoke. And it's to the point where I like it, man. It's where I want it. So we got that coming. I'm gonna have the tree, and I'm gonna have the THC syrup for the Only Trees brand, man. So that's where we going 2022. And I'm definitely, which I got to get with you because I'm gonna send it to your PO box, man. I'm gonna send you a care package.
Please, thank you so much, and I'll promote it as much as I can on my program. Most definitely. And Before we end, I gotta ask you one question because me and my stepsister, she's my sister. I'm gonna keep my sister lives in Denver. She moved from California to Denver, and we had a big discussion about who has the better weed, dog. And she said something that shocked me, man. She grew up in Cali, straight up, and she said Colorado has the better weed, dog. Mark Savage, I know you smoke Colorado weed. I know you smoke California weed. What state has the better weed?
Bro, you gonna hate me, but I'm from
Colorado.
I'm rolling with Colorado too, bro. I can't even lie.
I gotta go. I've never been. I gotta go.
You gotta come out to Denver, bro. Just hit the recreational shops, man, and just tap in like the weed. And then, we're getting tours and shit. It's cake. They'll walk you back. Let you see the plant. They let you pick your own weed. Like, I done it all, man, here. So
damn. We used to be the king. Cali used to be the king, but hey, I get it. I've heard. I knew Colorado was creeping in. A few years back, I was like, watch, Colorado's going to take over as the capital, and here we go. Mark Savage says it's got to be gold, man. Mark Savage, dog, It's always a pleasure, man. I'm looking forward to doing our first real estate show in about a month or so. And before we go, anything you want to promote, if you want to tell everybody where they can find you, the floor is yours, man.
Yes, sir. Well, first, man, since we were just speaking about the weed, follow the new weed brand on Instagram, Only Trees. That's on Instagram. Also, for those that's wanting to, see what's going on with the real estate with me, you can follow at DRCapitalGroup.com is the website, and the Instagram is at DRCapitalGroup. Of course, my Instagram is at CEO Mark Savage. That's also my YouTube. And I'm a productions. I do songwriting and all that. If you want to tap in with that, my BeatStars is beatstars.com/CEO Mark Savage. And then one thing, just want to throw it out there. I always throw a gem out there for real estate before I get off the show. And REITs, I spoke about REITs a couple times on the show. Fundrise, which is a REIT, basically a company that helps people invest in real estate.
Damn, you're breaking up a little bit. You there?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Okay, cool. I heard the last word I heard was REITs.
Oh, yeah, REITs. So the REIT, the Fundrise account. So I was dropped this gem. Fundrise has officially made it to where everybody out there can invest into digital real estate, which is REIT, for as low as $10 now. That's as low as it's never been that low. And that's through Fundrise. So anybody, look up Fundrise. Of course, Fund, DRISE, Fundrise. You can get the app. You can go to the website. Tap in, bro, because it's never been at the lowest it used to be to get a portfolio was $500. They've made it to where you can invest as low as 10 and start seeing dividends and things like that as they invest your funds into these real estate projects. So, man, please, man, if y'all don't know, that's a gem I'm throwing early. Please tap in with the REIT, Fundrise account. Get you a Fundrise account. It's as low as $10. There's no excuse why you don't have $10 to put into a portfolio and build that up monthly and just throwing $10, $20, $15 into that account and watching it grow and watch them invest. And they tell you what they're investing in so that they give you the process. Hey, we're investing into an Atlanta building, downtown Atlanta, or whatever the case may be. It's a possibility you might see some dividends from this. And then they're paying you out. And it's long-term money, man. 20 years from now, you might have invested $2,000. It might be $8,000 in 20 years. And you did nothing for that, no labor. So,
man, this is shit we're going to talk about. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mark Savage, thank you so much, because 2 websites that stay in my favorites are dollarlandstore.com and landwatch.com. And just like you dropped that gem last time, I'm going to encourage everybody out there to go to landwatch.com and to dollarlandstore.com. Just go there and you will see how easy it is for you to get a piece of the pie, because the American dream doesn't exist anymore unless you go out and get it. You got to create your own American dream. There was a time back in the 60s and 50s, 60s where, you know, you can go work for the plant in Detroit and work for 30 years and then get a nice pension. All those days are gone, man. If you're not making money in your sleep, then you're sleeping. You need to make money in your sleep. And I can't wait to get this shit. Like, there hasn't been too many things that I'm excited about. Then I'm excited about linking up with you and teaching my people, our people, about financial literacy. So 2022 is going to be awesome. Mark Savage, thank you so much, my man. It's always a pleasure, dude. I'm going to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll definitely be in touch with you, all right?
Most definitely, man. Same to you and your family, man. Be safe out there.
Peace, homeboy.
All right, peace.